Hello everyone. So in this video, I will be talking about part-time jobs. So there's quite a few of you who are asking about um, doing part-time works while studying and doing language assistance. So of course, you can earn some more money that is to support yourself and you're living here in Spain. So first, your student visa under Franklin, it comes with 30 hours per week that you're allowed to find part-time jobs, no? So um, this is not automatic for all. I think there are some programs who they're not this kind of authorization is not automatic for them, but for Franklin's, yes. All of you will have 30 hours per week that you can work part-time. So what are the jobs that you can do, or what are the jobs that students right now are doing to earn more money, no? So first one is, of course, this is the most common, is private tutoring. So you can either find students from your school placements. Usually the teachers will be asking their language assistants if there would be parents who will be looking for private tutors. Then they will actually ask you guys who is interested, and then you can just sign up for that. But mostly, like most parents would be looking for those with experience with the preparation for the Cambridge exam. So that's with KAT and PET, for speaking practice, and some are for childcare, like you know, so that someone will fetch their kids from school because they don't have the time to do so, and then they will bring them to their house, something like that. Just someone to look after the kids while they're not at home yet. Some would just, be for, it's not like a formal lesson, no? It's just like a casual lesson where you talk about anything, and then just so their kids will get used to speaking in English. Um, and if the parents like you, and if there are other parents that are looking for tutors, they will also refer you to them, and also it's it is most common that those who have good reputations would really have like a lot of part-times, because parents will talk about them. That's kind of word of mouth ba, yung referral. So, of course, if you also don't have a good reputation, or just the parents are not happy with how you are teaching their kids, then of course, most likely they will not refer you as well to their friends, if ever they will look for someone else. Okay? And so, by the way, here as well, because of course you would have language assistants. We are considered natives here, no? Pero meron pa ding parents who they would prefer yung mga puti, ganyan. So, well, unfortunately, if that is the case, maghanap na lang tayo ng iba. But there are also parents, like in my school, they prefer na hindi puti yung guro. So, we have the chance as well to be able to show them our skills in teaching their kids, no? So may mga ganun, depende rin sa parents. Okay, next, academies. Very common as well ang academies. Maraming academies ang naghanap ng teachers after class. So this would usually be from 4 to 6 or until 8 p.m. pa ata. There are academies who are offering those kinds of schedules. Um, this is more likely a formal class. So you would have, of course, yung klase mo, magtuturo ka ng mga bata sa academia, pupunta ka doon din. And you will follow like a structured curriculum, something like that. Most academies naman, they will tell you that, they already have a curriculum. You don't have to prepare like lesson plan. They also have prepared resources and materials ready that you can just execute your lesson. And also those kinds of things can also help you, so you don't have to prepare a lot as well. I already talked about this, referrals. There are also like a lot of language assistance. Um, For example, 'pag mapuno na yung schedule nila or wala na silang oras or, they would have to let go some of their students, then magsisend din naman sila sa groups, no, na who's looking for part-time jobs, I will be letting go of my student, something like this and like that. So, or of course, if you are close, like with your classmates, and they happen to have students whom they can no longer teach, then they would probably refer them to you as well. You can also find other jobs like, restaurant jobs or cleaning jobs. Yung nasabi ko kanina, pick up and drop off, but it's quite rare unless, of course, like for us, yung mga Pinoys na may mga businesses, and of course they can get you for some other jobs in their restaurants. Kasi most lang jobs na to, it requires Spanish, na marunong ka mag-Spanish, no? So, syempre, pag hindi ka marunong, hindi ka din naman nila kukunin, no? So, unless tagalinis ka lang, tagahugas, hindi ka naman siya magsasalita ng Espanyol, pwede ka siguro dito. Pero, medyo, ano siya, hindi siya masyadong ano ba, pang estudyante. Kasi meron din yung ibang restaurants, of course, na they wanna give like formal contracts, and of course, at saka yung oras mo din kasi kailangan din nila ng at least minimum, mga ganong oras. So, and for us students, we only have couple of hours free. So, hindi mag-match yung schedule din sa kailangan nila. But nevertheless, I think there are some students who work in these sectors because yun nga, no? Kesa naman wala kang mapasukan, of course, kung ano ang available na tatanggap sa'yo, it's much better. Um, para at least you will have some more money to support yourself. Yung iba, may mga iba din na parang au pair ba yung style niya, no? So, ang ano naman nito is, instead na magbabayad ka ng bahay, pag may willing na mag, magbigay sa'yo ng kwarto, in exchange of, tutulong ka sa bahay, tutulong ka sa mga bata, mga ganyan. Pero hindi ka na magbabayad ng upa. So, you will save a lot with the rent. May mga ganyan din, no? Kahit pag titingnan din sa mga groups, may mga language assistants na naghahanap din ng mga families, host families na willing na mag-host sa kanila. And if you get a host family as working as a language assistant, it's gonna be a very big help. Ano? Kasi just imagine kung magkano yung masisave mo in a month. Ano na to it's free room, free bills, no? And it's stable, it's stable. Kasi like for here, sa private tutorings, pag may mag-cancel sa'yo na student, of course, pag no work, no pay. So, syempre pag mawalan ka ng mawalan ka ng sahod pag magka-cancel yung mga estudyante. Pero kung nasa au pair ka, like eto, every month man yan, no? So, you don't have to pay rent. So, it's actually a very good opportunity if you will be able to find a host family who's willing to, um, you know, let you stay in their house, ganyan. Although, very, ano naman siya, it's not very common, pero meron ding mga iba na nakakahanap ng host families nila, no? So, lalo na pag ang gusto nila is yung mga teachers, ganyan, yung focus nila is para sa mga bata talaga, yung ma-practice ng mga bata yung speaking nila sa English, they will be exposed more in English, mga ganyan. They would prefer language assistant au pairs as well. Okay, and ang isa pa is VAs. We actually have some classmates, no, dito din sa batch namin. And they're not our classmates, but they are in our batch, whom we've met during the orientation, and they are VAs. So I don't know how they do it, but they already have that job before coming here to Spain. So while studying, they kept their VA jobs as an extra side hustle, no? Para pangdagdag din sa panggastos. So, these are just couple of things. I think you can find more, but these are the ones that are very common here for us students and language assistants. Okay, so now what are the factors in finding part-time jobs or the pros and cons? So, the first one is a student visa. So, like for the academies, dito naman is for the academies, no? So, academies. Kasi they prefer to give you a formal contract for your job. So, but sometimes as well, since you are under student visa, this is based from our own experience, no? So there, we had some interviews with academies and hindi nila tinuloy yung offer kasi we are student visa. So, most likely daw kasi yung mga naka-student visas, nare-reject yan sila when, I don't know, when they do the process of whatever. So, ayun. Even if you are qualified, even if you have the experience, but since your visa is a student visa, they might hesitate to offer you the job. Unless the academy is like a really stable one. They have hired, foreigners before or student visas before. They know what they're doing, so they can employ teachers who are under student visas. So depende din yan, no? Next one is the location. So kasi dito sa amin, dito sa Alcala, hindi masyadong marami, no, yung naghahanap ng mga tutors, ganyan. Pero dun sa banda ng Torrejon and sa Central Madrid, ang daming naghanap dun ng mga tutors. Kaya depende din yan kung saan kayo naka-base or kahit na naka-base kayo dito sa Alcala or other places. Pero if you are willing to travel to Central Madrid to do the part-time jobs, then it is also fine. But um, maano nyo yan pagdating nyo dito kasi syempre, maano din naman yung biyahe, no? Magbabiyahe ka ng 1 oras papunta or tas 1 oras pabalik. Tapos magkano yung kikitain mo, maano nyo din yan pagdating nyo dito. And of course, if you still have the energy to do so, well, after doing your job and of course you're doing your homeworks, the requirements from school, and then you can decide. Next will be the schedule. So, for example, like in the academies, they prefer like block schedules, either Monday to Thursday or Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday, sorry, Tuesday, Thursday, no? Walang masyadong tutors ng Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, no? I don't know. I think they really just value their their weekends and their free times during those days. So most of the the tutors talaga, even academies, is Monday to Thursday yan sila. So for example, kami na ESL, so we have lessons every Wednesdays and Fridays. And meron din kami, no, kasi we got offered a part-time job from 4 to 6 p.m. or 5 to 6 p.m. Pero meron kaming klase ng 6 p.m. to 8:30. So, syempre, pag babiyahe ka pa, galing pa ng Torrejon, galing pa ng Madrid, no, it's gonna take an hour for you before ka makarating or 1 hour or more. If ever na ma-miss mo yung bus, then of course you have to wait for the next bus. So, an hour and a half. So, hindi siya pwede, ano. Hindi mo naman din ma-move yung schedule ng klase mo. Kaya, yun, pag minsan hindi pwede yung schedule, kaya hindi mo din makukuha yung opportunity. So, those are other factors that can affect with you looking for part-time jobs in here. Pwede pa siguro pag yung Tuesday at saka Thursday kasi wala namang klase doon. But there are also academies who do block days, no? Like what I've said, it's Monday to Thursday. Kasi hindi naman pwede na iba yung teacher nila din ng Wednesday, no? Doesn't make sense. So, of course, they would prefer someone else who can do all of the schedules like Monday to Thursdays. Okay, next is the experience and specialization, like what I mentioned. Those who are, for example, the Cambridge prep tests, yan, pag meron kang specialization yan, gusto nila yung marunong na, no, para alam na yung ginagawa sa mga bata, ganyan, or yung iba naman, naghanap ng math tutors, mga ganyan. Kaya depende din yan. And of course, yung skills mo. Sabi ko nga, kung makita ng magulang na magaling ka namang magturo, then of course, um, tutuloy nila, tas i-refer ka ba sa ibang parents. Pero pag makita nila na hindi ka masyadong magaling, baka i-cut short na din yung ano mo, yung pagtuturo mo, and marahil hindi ka na din i-refer sa ibang magulang. Okay, and then another thing is the rate. Very, very important kasi you know already the term na know your worth. Pero guys, yun nga, know your worth, pero wala ka naman ng makuhang tutor kasi ang rate mo is 30 euros per hour. Yung mga ano nga dito, yung mga puti, mga 25 yan sila. I mean, I'm not degrading us, no, but it's just the reality of, you know, of us na kahit mas magaling ka pa sa kanila, pero ganun yun talaga ang ano, yun talaga ang kalakalan dito. So, syempre, maano nga naman silang magsalita, no? Baka mas magaling silang magsalita sa atin. Kaya, syempre, pag nanghingi ka ng sobrang taas, and hindi ka naman puti or kwan, syempre, hindi naman papayag yung mga magulang. Kaya, ikaw na lang makipag-negotiate. Baka you can start with 20 euros per hour. Then, syempre, if you can give justification with that, and the parents will say, yeah, that's fine. Pero pag hindi, then it's up to you if you wanna lower it a little bit. Maybe like 17, 18, ganyan. You can go lower like 18, 17, 15. Um, Yun. So, wag masyadong taasan, lalo na lalo na maraming kakompetensya sa field na ito, ano? Okay, so that's for the part-time jobs. Next, I will share with you some of the sites where we find them. Hindi nyo pala makita yung link. Okay, let me just put it here. So, the sites, it's lingobongo.com. And this one is infojobs.net. I think I already put this one dun sa main na file, infojobs.net. Meron din sa LinkedIn, no? Ang dami ding nagpo-post doon. So, ito ang itsura ng Lingo Bongo. Let me just show you the Lingo Bongo. Lingo Bongo Spain. Here. Wait. Okay. Yung main na ano nito is, wait, let me see if I can show it to you. Oh no. But anyways, pag sa lingobongo.com, meron siyang tatlong locations, Madrid, Barcelona, and there's another one. So, of course, you select Madrid and then punta kayo dito sa jobs. Expand nyo lang yan. Mostly, ang daming nagpo-post dito ng mga academies and private schools, no? So, ayan, like ngayon, ito yung mga postings ngayon. Yan, jobs for summer camp. Makikita nyo dyan. Let's click one. Um, Full-time native English teacher wanted, bilingual school. You can click on this and then you check the details. You can see the posting date as well here. Para makita nyo. Of course, the ones on top are the most current ones. Okay? And then just read what are the requirements and then they will leave their emails here above actually. You cannot see it. But their emails, the email is here. You can send your CVs and your cover letters there. Okay? So, maganda 'tong site na 'to 'no, kasi, dito usually sila nagpo-post for like locals. like for more on teaching, mga ganyan. So, dito yan siya na part, lingobongo.com. And ito pa is, this is the infojobs.net. Just create an account and then you just have to filter yung job na hinahanap nyo, no? And then it will give you some results. And then you just see wherever you are qualified, just send applications. Okay? Pero nung naghanap kami nung last, dito kami mostly nakakita, no, sa lingobongo.com. Wait, let me try to find if we have here. No, it's not. It's usually Native Learn yung pangalan ng academy and Kids and Us. Yun sila yung may mga naghanap ng block schedules. English for Young Learners, yan. So, ang daming academies na nagpo-post actually dito for teaching, no? Mostly teaching siya. Okay. Of course, yung traditional na sa LinkedIn, marami ding naghanap sa LinkedIn, pero they're more on the private schools, more on yung teaching talaga, and more on ano siya, substitution, ganun siya. Okay, so of course you can always do Google search and whatever you find, just apply, and then you'll never know. Okay, so here are yan. That's it for the part-time jobs video. If you have questions, just leave them below. Okay, so thank you again for watching. Ciao.